Hit the nail on the head with what I've been thinking. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Pyramids have been pillaged and used as quarries for stone for literally thousands of years. This is an activity that began, as far as we know, in the Middle and New Kingdom of the ancient Egyptian civilization itself. So you're talking about like 2000, 1500 BC. Guys like Flinders Petrie, who visited these sites in the late 1800s, early 1900s, that, there's just camel trains of stone leaving these sites every day, which should tell you something like this, because that's how massive and how giant they are, is that people have been taking stone and using these things as quarries for literally thousands of years. Yet, and taking something away and destroying it's much easier than building it. But the claim is that you could build the Great Pyramid inside of 25 years with nothing more than Bronze Age technology, human horsepower, ropes, and sleds. And it's absolutely nonsense from a logistical perspective. It's one of the biggest problems I have with, I guess, the Orthodox story, particularly dynastic Egyptian history, is that not only are they saying you could build this thing in this short amount of time, which, if you take 25 years as an example, and the number of stones that are in the Great Pyramid, that equates to one stone being quarried, shipped, finished, taken to the site, put in place, and perfectly set every 5 minutes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 25 years. That's what it would take. But that figure of 5 minutes doesn't account for the planning. It doesn't account for the foundation work. It doesn't account for all of the leveling and the tiles that go into it. It doesn't account for the sophistication of the interior spaces, the digging of the tunnels. Like, it's real nonsense. It's complete nonsense. And not only that, you have to also remember that these are supposedly amongst the very first pyramids ever built. It's like it's like we started with the space shuttle and we went backwards to the horse and cart, because you don't start with the perfect sort of massive sort of technologically sophisticated product and then go backwards, which is what seems to have happened in the Orthodox timeline of pyramid building. Because the Egyptians, we all know about the Giza and the Great Pyramid and the 2 or 3 other pyramids that are there, but as you go forward in time, the Middle Kingdom, they kept building pyramids, but they got much less sophisticated. They were made from mud brick, and they were much smaller, and there's still some of you can see today, but they're slowly eroding because mud brick erodes. But yet these giant stone monuments, they're eternal.